finally puts the age-old-timey extension cord to good use and brings it into the 21st century.
It really does. It's a flexible surge protector that allows you to organize all your cords and plugs and actually gives you full capacity usage of the 6 outlets. Here's a traditional one.
Right.
Came out in the 1970s. Great idea. But as you said, we have a lot more electronics, and the electronics have gotten a lot bigger plugs. So by plugging in only 2 now, we're covering up the entire power strip that was designed for 6 plugs. So you're not able to use it to its full capacity.
Right.
So
that's the old.
That's the old.
That's
and the
problem.
new is what Jake Zion, a 20-something from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, came up with. Went to Quirky, company that specializes in bringing ideas from everyday people like you and me to the public. And what they did was they came up with a surge protector that pivots at each joint. So even something as large as this old-time timer, maybe it's your high-definition television, maybe it's, like I mentioned, my steamer that I had, maybe it's even an air purifier, a mini one.
Sure.
You can fit just about anything in there, no matter how big they are, because you're able to flex at each joint.
Love that. So this is all of a sudden the way that you organize, right? Because all of your items with those big old chunky plug-ins, and you're like, where do I do that? One is under the bed, one is under the desk, one is in the baby's room, one is in the bathroom. I mean, frankly, that's where my stuff is plugged in because I can't plug these big plugs in at once. Now you can. So not only is it going to utilize all 6 outlets, but it also is going to expand the number of outlets in your home because this has a nice 5-foot-long cord now.
Right.
So if you live in an old home, you know that you get, I don't know, like 2 outlets
Two
per
outlets
every.
with two receptacles in each. That's
That's
what I have.
it.
That's what I have in my bedroom.
And then
literally.
you're stuck.
And in my bedroom, I have an air purifier. I have a heater. I also have a humidifier. Then I plug in my cell phone and I plug in my portable charger at night. I can't do it. But also, because of the old house, I have to climb over or under furniture. Now, with the pivot power and the nice long 5-foot cord, I can pull this to where I need it. But most importantly, even besides the convenience and the organization, is the surge protection. And pivot power
Because how many gadgets do we have already? We have like 26 gadgets.
26 per?
So.
Yeah, and there's 1,080 joules of protection. That's an improvement from the previous one. Anything over 600 is great, but people at Quirky realize that we're plugging in expensive electronics and multiple ones at the same time, as you're seeing there. Molded around the furniture, molded around the table leg, put it in any room and put all of your expensive electronics in it worry-free.
So this is your insurance policy. So, right, 2.6 people having 26 gadgets. Guess what those gadgets are? Expensive tablets, their cameras, their phones, their gaming systems, their video players.
Blu-ray players,
their Blu-ray players. Every single one of them, you're like, oh, in that socket was my $500 tablet. In that socket is my $600 camera. In that socket is my, that's what you're looking at when you're plugging these in. So surge protection is insurance. It's not if we're going to get a storm, it's when. And it doesn't even have to be a storm that gives you that surge and makes you go,
that's
poop.
right.
You could ruin the power, and then it ruins your precious electronics. So 2 months of easy pay of $14.99. Multiples is the way to go because we actually have this on a buy more, save $4. So it's $29.98 for the first one, $25.98 for each additional one. Just think about how many outlets you'd like to have. Each one of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And then, multiply it by as many strips as you need. Pick the blue or the gray. We'll get these out to you. You'll have them in 7 to 10 days. And all of a sudden, it's organization, it's protection, and it's more outlets, which is what we're all kind of clamoring for.
You got it, Rachel. You mentioned the fact it doesn't have to be a big thunderstorm. It doesn't have to be a power outage. I was using my steamer, my Rowenta steamer, and my hairdryer at the same time to try and dry a Halloween costume quickly, and it was too much for the circuit, and pivot power to the rescue. Both items shut off, the pivot power shut off. It saved my items, and I was able to use both of them again and the pivot power again. So it served its purpose right there. It paid for itself many times over because of what would have happened to my beloved steamer.
I just wanted to know what kind of costume you're getting in. What did I do here? I do this. You know what? This is how easily you figure it out. Right.
You can bend it and mold it. And you've not done this before on the air. So this is just to show you that anybody can do this.
Yep.
You can just turn it and
figure out how
there you go.
How it's got to go in.
Best way. There's another one for you.
Yep.
There you go.
Best way to do it.
Here's a configuration. So you're going to have, once you get this, you're going to realize all the rooms you could use it in. My mom uses one in the bathroom, as you said, because she has a Callista Tools, she has a Clarisonic, she has her cordless phone in there. You know, so in the
Right.
kitchen, you can use it for the toaster, maybe for the toaster oven, your other, maybe your KitchenAid mixer.
The baby's room.
Yep.
I mean, the baby's room, the office, it's gonna be the bathroom. Oh my gosh, with that precious, you know, vanity space on the bathroom, and you're plugging in the curling iron, the blow dryer, the Clarisonic, because you're recharging that. Maybe you happen to have your rechargeable toothbrush. You know, every single room in our home has at least, I mean, certainly in my home, like 10, 11 things that need to be plugged in. And I only have 2 wall outlets, which means I have basically, what, 4 sockets?
Right,
Basically?
that's
Okay.
it.
That's not that good. So here's your opportunity to get organized, protect all those brand new gadgets that you bought for Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa. I mean, what did you buy? Did you buy some tablets or computers or TVs for your honey?
Right.
This is how you protect it, because, you know, goodness knows if that surge comes and blows, you know, blows the circuits, your electronics are in jeopardy, if not gone. So shipping and handling on this is free. On a credit card, you just say, I want to take care of the Easy Pay. I'd like to have the blue or the gray. Gray is more popular. We've got about 700, did you say? 800 of these spoken for already? Over 1,200 now, spoken for, because a lot of you are wanting to get organized and smartly buying more than one. So not only do you get the buy more and save on the $4 on the regular price, but you also get the opportunity to get these home just in time for when we're gonna start, you know, really getting fit and getting active. This Fitbit, hey, I think it's coming up later. I'm
Yep.
gonna need the plug for that. I'm gonna need a plug for that, and this is gonna be it. Rob Del Cassell, thank you, my dear. It's V32941. Lots of you picking up more than one. So, you know what? This is a hot pick. I love this hot pick. Okay, so this is the catch-all, carry-all, really easy on a Lazy Susan base. It spins around 360 degrees and it will carry everything you need it to carry. That is it in a nutshell. It's V32389. You can get organized and put all of like your nail stuff in there if you want to, and all of your medicines if you want to, and be all organized like that. But I was telling Diana Irvine that I have a nice little kind of junk drawer that I basically come and I empty my pockets and poosh. So where are my keys? It's in that little junk pile. That's how I would use this.
I think that's perfect.
You know what? It's the Get Organized Carousel. It's customer top rated. Over 26,000 of these have been